What is going on, everybody? We are back on it. My Hero Academia Season 4, Episode 10. Need to go ahead and crank this out here. Got a lot to do today. Need to sit down and get this done. I have cleaning service over and everything, so if you hear vacuuming and stuff in the background, I apologize. You shouldn't, since I have like a noise gate and a canceller and everything through my OBS, so hopefully you guys don't hear anything. Should be good to go. Hopefully my voice is sounding better. We're not as sick. Coming off of last episode, we had Kirishima pretty much step in there and save the day. We kind of got another level to Fat Gum's quirk. It looks like he has more of kind of an absorption, and then whatever damage he absorbs, he can kind of take out as well. I had somebody make a perfect example, kind of like Shaw from X-Men, the comics, or if you've seen X-Men, what was it, First Class, I think? One of the people that say that that's one of the best X-Men movies that's ever came out. In that one, Shaw, that could, like, he could absorb rockets and gunfire and explosions and lasers, and then take that, harness it, and shoot it back out. And now that's what I kind of think Fat Gum is. I thought he was just more kind of like Blob from X-Men, you know, just absorb bullets, absorb guns, but we saw him kind of re-put that energy back out. So just another level to his quirk. Cool to see. Like I said, I'm scared for our guy here. I think he's going to die or be the first to get his quirk permanently erased. And the 8 bullets and kind of all of Overhaul's henchmen, they're slowly plucking off the group members that we ran. I think we ran with 8. What do we have? 4 remaining? 3? We have Aizawa, Deku, and Block, or whatever his name is. Is it just those 3 left? Either way, I think Deku's going to be the last one left that can still chase. I think the other 2 are going to get separated as well. So we'll see how that goes. Everybody else is pretty much out for the count. Fat Gum, Kirishima, every other hero, like, they've exhausted their energy. I don't think they're going to be playing a part in. They'll play a part in the probably final story, but in this kind of sting operation, I think we're down to the last 3, and Mirio as well. So we'll see how it goes. We are 2 minutes and 17 seconds. 2:17. Pressing play. Hold on. Yeah, let's try it again. Pressing play. 2:17. Episode 10. Right now. Here we go. Oh, at least he's aware that, like, the people don't follow him. Okay. That maybe he thought he had all power and people just followed him blindly. The drug heroes are afraid of. I think the only way they're really going to be. Oh, shit. Oh, no. Temp Squad. Well, and like I've been saying, you guys have been agreeing with me in the comments. And then, Kirishima's arms were, like, hollow. Is that going to come back, or... A lot of you have been agreeing with me. There is no absolute reason. Maybe Deku, maybe. But there's no reason Tsu, Uraraka, Kirishima should be on the front lines. Absolutely no excuse. And even with Deku, Eraserhead said everyone's explanation was, well, he was going to do it anyway, so Eraserhead's just like chaperoning him, supervising him. But he did say if the League shows up, they're out. Out how? Like, you're in. You're in there. If you guys run across them, What are you gonna tell Deku? All right, Deku, you got to get out, turn around, and leave. Like he's in there, committed. Especially if Rock or Rock Lock, whatever his name is, and Aizawa get separated, and Deku's the one left going. Oh, brother. Here we go. Thank you, because they were making these 8 bullets so fodder that I was over it. I was so disappointed in the 8 bullets. I want to see them do something. Huh? Why does he want to help them? He's gonna punch him. Yep. Come from the world of MMA. Looks like this episode's gonna be focused on this part again. Wants to go around too, but he wants them healed up too. Interesting. Yeah, they're plucking off our members one by one. Until I think the only one left is going to be Deku chasing down Mirio. Oh, well, never mind about the bullets. I guess they're still going to be our fodder. Alright, he's been acknowledged. I don't know if he heard it directly, but he has. Oh, Mirio. Yeah, these are the last 3. Oh yeah, and Night Eye's group with the police, but they're so far separated? He has a few minutes left of his boost. Oh, he's just closing it. Small time gang. Ooh, oh, so the only reason he follows is because Overhaul's the only person that's ever beat him. And then I died. Jesus. But just when I thought that, I was back to normal. Challenged him 5 times. Wow, he's just over here killing people and putting them back together. He doesn't even need to handle his speed and power. He just needs to touch him. He just has no, he has no loyalty in his ranks. We're just spilling the beans on the plans. Oh, brother. Quirk, lockdown. Oh, I thought it was just 2x2 planks. He can make things he touches stay in place. However, his quirk doesn't work on living things. It also doesn't apply to excessively strong or large surface areas. These look like some pretty large, strong surface areas. How long do they hold for? How long do they deadlock for? I thought he could only do those wooden planks. Smash it. We're not winded after one shoot style, are we? He's got to find him. I mean, his boost is going to run out anyway, so I feel like even if Eraser doesn't find him, he might not be able to keep this up. Yeah, he's about to tap out. That might be about it for our guy here. Nice. What are they gonna do when he sees the league shows up? Putting Deku in timeout? Or what? He is really, I mean, I guess they've been running, but my man is really, like, winded. Animation has been great, by the way. Oof. And the boost is gone. Oh, maybe the boost isn't gone, he just changed the plan. To be able to break through it. How many, league members do we have on hand? Oh, God. It wasn't her. That's her. That's bad. That's bad. It's gonna be Rock. It's gonna look just like him. Aizawa knows it's a fake. He could get rid of the double? How's that work? I mean, I know he can erase. He literally erased it off of her. Wow. That's wild. She's gonna work the fluff out of him. Now she's got that blood too, and the wall closed back off again. I didn't. I mean, because her quirk was already on. Inactive. I mean, hey, I didn't know it went that far. And yeah, I knew Rocklock wasn't dead. My Hero Academia, we don't kill here in this anime. Good God. Shogi. Uh-oh. Can I see an overhaul versus Shikamaru? You got Kurogiri as well, somewhere in there. Yeah, Shigaraki has to offer something. Is Rappa like fully good to go? How did that? I know he said they had somebody that could heal, but his arms were shattered. Is he good to go? That can't be really Rappa. I was about to say he is just a regular man. What was that? Go with my businessman appearance. Okay, that wasn't really Rappa. I was about to say, there's no way he got dotted. But the clone is just as strong, no? Alright. Twice as he's lost it. Someone's got to get him off the field. He's gonna lose it. Somebody. Date me. Another few days earlier. Yakuza from today on. Not just like you're gonna help them, but you're just tossing them aside like that. Compressed still without that arm. Dang, he took off his mask and everything. Yeah, what does he think of them? Are they just expendable pieces, or what does he think of his members? Took off his talk to them face to face. I don't believe anything he's saying. I do believe that part, that he doesn't think of them as equals, but I trust you guys. I'm doing it for you and us. I don't believe it. I don't believe this. Don't fall for it. Don't. Man. This is gonna fall apart. This is such a... Okay, hold on. I'm gonna fast forward to see if we have an end credit. We haven't had one for the last, like, 4 episodes, but let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Any end credit? Oh, there, brother. We don't do previews. There is just no order, hierarchy, camaraderie, loyalty, trust. I don't know what Overhaul has going on. I mean, he has stated like they're a small group. They don't have the recognition that the League of Villains does. And even, I mean, even the League, like you see that they're still hung up on Big Sis's death and can't believe she's dead, and Compress doesn't have an arm, and like, what are we to do? The League to us means this, and like, I joined it because I believed in this, and I want to be able to do this, this, and this, and make the world like reflective of like how the League is. Like they, even if whatever they're fighting for seems all over the place and maybe not true, they have something. It looks like they're all spearheaded towards like one goal and thought process and trust and whatever it might be. Whatever's Overhaul's got going on, it looks like he's fractioned down the middle. Half the people that follow him believe in his father's ways and don't believe in anything he's doing, don't trust him, don't like him. And the other half follow him to their death, to the T. So there's always going to be clash, like we saw with Rappa and the guy that creates the barriers, and like we saw with the ones that Bubble Girl captured. They were talking down on Overhaul. So he's already got infighting inside his group, and now he's brought in the League, who looks like their ulterior motive is to infiltrate and kind of tear down Overhaul's operation from within. The only question is, does Overhaul recognize this? Does he know this? Did he plan that this would happen, as far as like the League coming in, trying to like undermine him, play behind his back? And does he plan for this? Does he know this? Or is he just, because it looks like he's already kind of aware that like he has people loyal to him and loyal to his father, and they already kind of clash. I would hope that like we make him a villain that's like on that other level, because Shigaraki, like, he's always been a kid and it's never been his decisions. It's always been All for One, like, putting things in motion, and Shigaraki's just like the piece to hopefully take it to the next level, but we've never seen him make the decisions. So I'm hoping Overhaul's maybe like 10 steps ahead. He already knows that like Shigaraki can't be trusted. These people coming here, yeah, they'll help us on the surface, but we know deep down that any moment they'll try to betray us. I would hope that Overhaul's like on that level. It was cool to see Rappa say, I've lost to Overhaul and I lost to him 5 times. I was like, oh, so he just like made you submit or something like that. But he's killed this man multiple times, then put him back together. That's what blows my mind. And I guess the other question I had, thinking back to last season, the Reservoir Dogs, like when we saw them in perfect like 4x4 cubes, how did that happen as opposed to everything we've seen Overhaul do this season? Anything he touches just straight explodes. Blood's everywhere, skin's everywhere, body parts are everywhere. But like the Reservoir Dogs were put in perfect like Rubik's Cube squares. So that makes more sense. That'd be easier to put that back together. How does he simply put somebody back together that has just... I know that that's his quirk, to like deconstruct and construct things. Does it matter like where the pieces and everything... Does he need... That's another question. Does he need the actual... all the pieces to put the people back together? Or he can just do it? Like if he blows me up from the waist up and I'm just legs, and my legs get separated from all the blood and the skin and everything that got blown up, and I'm taken to another state, city, can he just do whatever he does and like my upper half will come back? Or does he need the pieces to construct it back together? Or can he create from scratch? I guess is the question. And then that's another thing. Can he completely obliterate somebody and then decide, I want to construct them back together? I would think there has to be something of them. Maybe it's a shred of blood, a shred of DNA, something along those lines. Because if that was the case, he could just like kind of create whatever he wants after he destroys it. He could destroy Deku one day and 2 months later decide to put him back together. Like, I don't know the boundaries on like, is there a time lapse? Like, how long can he leave something deconstructed or exploded or blown up or dead? How long can he leave something for and then decide when he wants to put it back together? That's wild. That's absolutely wild. And the fact that like people have died and come back, they're like, yeah, I knew I was dead. And I keep trying him and he keeps beating me. So we'll see how it plays out and we'll see how it goes. We know that Toga has like ulterior motives, like she's wanted to be around Deku and get his blood, and Deku's finally put the pieces together, like that was her back against the other kind of like school tournament showdown license that they had going on. I don't know if that's just supposed to be like a skin suit that she has, or she's supposed to look pale AF, or what she has going on from like the neck down, or is she really naked, but that's just their way of showing us that she is without showing us. And yeah, Eraser straight up taking that man's quirk off. I mean, taking Toga's quirk like off after it had already been activated kind of like blows my mind. I'm trying to think what I could equate it to that would make sense, that like how he could just, I don't know. I mean, I guess it's a quirk and I guess it's active, you know? I guess it doesn't count as like a heteromorphic type, because I'm trying to think to myself if like maybe if Tamaki had like the octopus going, not trying to transform into an octopus, but already had it formed, could Eraser look at him and turn his arm back to just a regular arm, even though he already had it activated? I don't know. I'm not sure about that, but I feel like Tamaki's not a good example, because you can see like his quirk being activated and see it in use. I'm trying to think of somebody that has a quirk that like when it's activated and on, it's on. And could Eraser just like straight up like turn it off? I can't think of anything. I wanted to think of like Endeavor or Todoroki if they covered themselves in flames or whatever, but the flames is the quirk that should be able to be turned off. I don't know. I don't know why I'm overthinking that so much. I guess it's a quirk. He turned it off. It was activated, and it kind of just is what it is. And yeah, now the League has made themselves known, and we also have Aizawa's blood on the League of Villains side. So we'll see what she ends up doing with that. Now every time we see Aizawa on screen, we got to make sure, like, is this the one here? And now the League has shown up. So Aizawa, you said if the League shows up, Deku's out. So what do you plan to do with him? Do you plan to let him fight with you side by side? And I just can't wait to see the repercussions of when the media and everybody finds out what's really going on. Kids on the front lines again, in danger. But we'll see. But yeah, we'll go ahead and leave that here. For the My Hero Academia, not My Hero, for the Hunter x Hunter, there will be no Hunter x Hunter episode on Monday. But I'm planning to do Christmas Eve, the 24th. I'm planning to do a live reaction on Twitch. My Twitch link is in the description. We're going to do a live reaction on Twitch to episode 125 and episode 126, a double header back-to-back live on Twitch. I think I'm planning for like maybe 2 in the afternoon, something like that. I'm only opening my business for 1 hour at 11 a.m. I'll be closing up at like 12, 12:30. I don't know if I'm going to plan to take some of my gym members like out to brunch or out to lunch. So if I do, it'll be a little bit later, like 3 p.m. If I don't, we can hop on and get it started at 1. But I would just say keep an eye on my YouTube community page. I always post there for you guys because I know a lot of you don't have Twitter. And not everybody's in the Discord for the Patreon. So I feel like probably the most you guys will see will be on the YouTube community page. But we'll leave it there and I'll keep you guys updated with all that. But plan for Tuesday for sure. Tuesday afternoon, somewhere between 1 p.m. Eastern and 3 p.m. Eastern. You guys sync that up with your time zones, and we'll go from there. So y'all have a good weekend. Hopefully I'll catch y'all in the live stream on Christmas Eve. If I don't see you on Christmas Eve, Merry Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, Happy Holidays, whatever it is that you celebrate. Hopefully you get whatever presents, money, whatever it is that you're asking for. Or would want, and even if you're not able to afford things or do things, just to get the time off, eat some decent food, and just be off of school, be off of work, just enjoy all that stuff. So I appreciate y'all. Hopefully I'll see all of y'all on Tuesday for the Hunter x Hunter 125 and 126. We'll go from there. So like, share, favorite, subscribe, and as always,